Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, and if you are brand new here, welcome. I'm Bonnie, Old Soul Mermaid, and today we are doing another viewer request. Well, it's sort of a viewer request. Now, I posted a video last week showing the US Games decks in my collection, and I had a request to do a little walkthrough of the Dreaming Way Tarot by Choi. And this is a US Games deck. And, you know, the reason I haven't done one on my channel is because this is an older deck and I felt that, you know, maybe people weren't interested in it, but I'm figuring, you know, I might as well do it because it's probably been off people's radar for a while, and there's always new people coming into tarot. Also, I haven't done a walkthrough of this independent deck, the Efflorescent Tarot. And if you watch my US Games deck video, I was trying to remember the name of this deck when I was going through this deck. I said something like, this reminds me of, and I just kind of brain farted and I couldn't remember the name. But it was this deck, the Efflorescent Tarot by Peony Archer. It is an indie deck, and I think in aesthetic, they kind of have a similar, you know, vibe to them. This one is no longer in print. Her Etsy shop, is on a break right now as she's trying to navigate, you know, how to reprint some of her things, how to go about it. So I haven't done a full walkthrough of this either, and since they're kind of similar, I decided maybe I should do a side-by-side. And when this one, I have a feeling this will come back in print. If it's something that's on your radar, then you will know and will have seen it. So these are the boxes. This is just a regular US Games tuck box. This is a standard 78 deck, the Dreaming Way Tarot. And the Efflorescent Tarot comes, well, this edition came in a two-piece box. There's a little bit of cotton in here. This deck, it says it was printed at a small family press in Minnesota and assembled with much care in Peony's kitchen. And for more information about this deck, visit peonyarcher.com. This will take you, I believe, to her Etsy shop, and you can see the information about her being closed for a while. But this came in a colored version, a black and white version. I have the colored version. All right, so with that, let's bring the decks in. It's the Dreaming Way. And you will notice that the Efflorescent Tarot is much bigger. Let's see if we can get in just a little bit more, a little bit closer. Okay, these are a title card that comes with the Dreaming Way Tarot and the little bit about the author. Now we'll show you the backs here. This is the back. This is the back of the Dreaming Way Tarot. Now, Dreaming Way Tarot is standard tarot size. As you can see, there is a big size difference in width and in height. Very hard deck to get in my hands, but it doesn't detract from my love for this deck. Difference also in stock, the cardstock. This is one of the standard US Games cardstock, more papery. It doesn't have that waxy kind of feel coating as, say, the Morgan Greer or the Antiquarian Tarot. I love that cardstock as well. I love all US Games cardstock. This is, you know, more matte, a matte cardstock with a core, and it is very good. So you can see the backs, and I'm going to get rid of this. Is a card about the author and the artist. So it's about by Choi, or Choi, and Shina is the artist, and she's been illustrating for the Korean magazine Paper. So you can kind of get the Asian aesthetic in actually, I think in both of these decks. All right, so I'm going to turn that over. Oh, and the cardstock with this, it's a glossy, like a rock pool publishing oracle deck, if that will bring it into context for you. All right, so as you can see, the Efflorescent Tarot will be a little bit muted in tone and color palette, whereas the Dreaming Way is a little bit brighter. They are both RWS following. They have, it's the close, I think. It's the funky close that kind of brings me, you know, makes me think of them as kind of having a similar aesthetic, you can see. All right, so here's the Fool. We are just going to flip through these. I'm going to give you long enough time to just kind of take each card in. The Efflorescent, you're going to see long fingers. They have their wardrobe in these two decks is very interesting. This one has a little bit more medieval feel, and this one kind of goes back and forth. A couple cards are kind of druidy. Some are kind of fashion forward. It's kind of hard to tell. They're both kind of in their own world. Look at this, is very Highland Scottish here. And some people have complained about this deck because of the wardrobe choices. It's not consistent, but I don't find that at all. I find that the tone of the deck is very consistent for the most part. This is a little more, I don't know, Christian, but with druidy, it's a little bit of a mix here with the Hierophant. And you see that both decks are following the RWS system, except for this one here follows more traditional, maybe Marseille for the Lovers. Actually, the center person actually is the angel instead of the third person in traditional tarot, but the Chariot. Strength. And again, you see very fashion forward with the wardrobe here in that card. I think this is beautiful. I think they're both beautiful. The Hermit. Again, a little more Celtic here. The Wheel of Fortune. And they're different, but at the same time, they just remind me of each other. There's something about it that they have a similar feel. To me, you're going to be looking at it and you could say, no, not at all. But colors are very similar here in the Hanged Man. I love both of these death cards. I love her dress in this one. Temperance. Now, I don't know if some of you know that I sew a little bit, and I would totally wear this dress. I would make the sleeves a little straighter and not so poofy, but this looks like something I would wear with the boots and the high socks. Love, love, love both of these devil cards. They are different, but they are equally as powerful. And kind of the straight jacket that she has on her. And look at the baggage, excuse me, that this devil has in his cloak. Traditional tower images. The star. Again, I have Japanese sewing books I may grab one that shows the wardrobe here. Very modern and in some ways not. I'm going to pull that card out. I may pull out my Japanese sewing books. The moon. More traditional here. This kind of looks like, reminds me of the Van Gogh painting. Here she's handling the crustacean. The sun, you got the naked baby, but not in the traditional pose. It's following the lollipop. I think it's very cute. I actually like this one in here. Judgment. A little bit of a different depiction for the world, but, you know, he's come full circle. He's very happy and content with where he is in life, having gone through all the cycles of life, and you see he's in his golden years now, which I quite like. Ace of Wands. Similar color palette. Here, in this one, it's more bright. Here, it's a little more muted. Usually, it's the other way around, but see again. Two of Wands. Very similar. They're both up close instead of a far off, distant figure. See, similar aesthetic. Here's the pointy, funky shoes. So distant figures here, up close here. Five of Wands. I think this depiction is humorous, has a little bit of a tongue-in-cheek feel. Six of Wands. The Seven of Wands. Again, here with the funky shoes. I hope the gloss on here isn't reflecting too badly. I don't think it is. Eight of Wands, both traditional, but they're going this way and they're going this way. It's kind of nice, you know, they're heading towards each other here. Again, traditional. Again, this reminds me of my Japanese pattern books, and this does as well. I'm going to pull that out. 10 of Wands. Page of Wands. I love this page, and in this deck, in the Dreaming Way, the pages are females. A little druidy here. I think she's beautiful. I like this one quite a lot too. Look at the hands. Knight of Wands. So this reminds me, the up close with the face reminds me of the Morgan Greer, the Antiquarian Tarot, kind of just up there with the quartz. The Queen of Wands, again, the close-up kind of portrait, and here you get the full thing. The King of Wands. You see the salamander in her, and she looks to be female, but the salamander is in her wardrobe in the fabric. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. I like the imagery here that they're brewing something together, merging something together. Here they are tasting from each other's cup. Three of Cups. Love both of them. Four of Cups. These two are very different. Five of Cups. Interesting that we have two figures in this Five of Cups. Again, this is very modern here. It kind of flip-flops back and forth, and I think that's why some people don't like it or can't bond with it. Six of Cups, and then look, we've got this kind of fantasy wardrobe with the pointy shoes again. Seven of Cups. Eight of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Cups. I love this Ten of Cups. It looks like they're all in their jammies, doesn't it? The Page of Cups. Look how this one is holding the fish bowl. This one, the fish looks to be hopping into her chalice, her cup. The teapot on her head, I think, is really funny. Knight of Cups. The Queen of Cups. I really like this Queen of Cups with that little girl in there. I think she's adorable. The King of Cups. And now we are to the swords. Very minimalistic here. Two of Swords. I like both of these. Look at the fingers again here. Here we have it more with the feet, the shoes, and here we've got the strange long fingers. I know some people get creeped out with those kind of long fingers. I have some decks where long fingered hands are very prevalent. The decks by Mary Elizabeth Evans, yeah. I like how this one is piercing her, but you don't see the, the blood, the guts. You get it from her expression. Instead of it having to be gory, you still get the meaning. Four of Swords. You see you've got a spider web here, and she's caught in it somewhat. This one looks like she's literally taking a break from something, from battle. The Five of Swords. Look how happy and satisfied this one looks. Do you see her face? And these almost look like Russian hats here. Six of Swords. Seven of Swords. This one's forward moving. This one's kind of looking back. The Eight of Swords. See, again, this dress is something totally I would wear myself. I would just make the sleeves a little less poofy because I'm small, and if you have too much, I get overwhelmed, but I like this kind of aesthetic. Again, the boots and the high socks is something totally I would wear, but I love both of these. Nine of Swords. the Ten of Swords. Both of these equally impactful. A similar color palette too, as this one is, the Page of Swords. Again, this dress I would totally wear. I would take out the poof in her sleeve right there. Knight of Swords. And all the knights in this deck are on horses. This one in the court cards, you have the up close vantage point. Queen of Swords. King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. This is a beautiful ace. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. I like this one right here. It's a little bit different. Four of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. This one had a little bit different take on the Seven of Pentacles. Here we have a more traditional image. I like both of these. Eight of Pentacles. You've got the artist, the craftsman. The Nine of Pentacles, both of them. I love both their dresses. Ten of Pentacles. This one is looking fairly romantic, which I like. Intimate, romantic. This one you get the more of the community, family, generational. But I like the intimacy of this one. Like they're starting something. They're at the brink, right at the beginning of starting something that's going to last. The Page of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Again, this queen has a baby or a child with her as well. And lastly, the very, very different King of Pentacles. Now, as you can see, I'm going to zoom on up a little bit. This deck here is a bear. It is a bear, but I can I can overhand shuffle it. As you can see. And it's a very, very chunky, substantial deck. And I can do my little side shuffle with it. But you see, it takes up, you see my little middle finger is poking out. Sorry, don't mean to be rude, but it is poking out. It takes up my hand. And whereas this one, very easy to shuffle, it's a standard size. Now, with this one, if you just indulge me a little bit, I'm going to go pull something out. Okay. Now, I told you, I'm going to move some things out of the way, how the Dreaming Way Tarot reminded me of some of the patterns in my sewing books. I have a bunch of Japanese sewing books, and the aesthetic for the clothing just reminds me a little bit of these books. Let's pull one. I think probably these two. And I just want to show you some of the clothing in here. The shifts, the smocks that kind of remind me of the aesthetic of the clothing in this, see, the sleeves. Look at that. Right? What else did I pull out here? Look at the pants, kind of a long smock for the pants from this one. Yeah, lots of smocks, poofy sleeves, ruffles. See the boots, the high socks that I was mentioning. Yeah, it just reminds me of totally of this, of the fashion in this Dreaming Way Tarot. Let me quickly look at this one. I don't know if you're into the fashion, but it oh, I got a coupon from Joann's in there. But see, do you see the sleeves and the smocky kind of shift dresses? And it just totally reminded me of that. So cute. These books are really, really cute. So I would say there's a definite, I don't know anything about the creator and the artists of the Dreaming Way Tarot and the Efflorescent. There's definitely Asian influences in the art, I would say. Not manga, but that's just what it strikes me of. Definite Asian influences. So that is my side-by-side comparison of the Dreaming Way Tarot and the Efflorescent Tarot by Peony Archer, and this one by Choi or Rome Choi, however it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. If you found any value to this video, if you enjoyed the side-by-side, if it helped you make a decision in any way or put something on your radar, please leave a comment below and hit a subscribe if you haven't already. I love doing these videos. This was a subscriber request or viewer request, and I, always looking for ideas. They help. And if there's an idea that you have, please let me know. So with that, I will leave you, and I will be back really soon with another video. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Bye for now.